A quiet night takes a sharp turn when a man on a bike is stopped by police for missing a rear reflector.
You got to have a rear reflector on your bike, my man, if you're going to ride on the roadway. Oh, and then if you're going to ride at night, you need a front light. I'm sure you know that, but you got an idea on you real quick, just so I can say stop to talk with you? Okay. Can I get your...
Greg Stallings.
Greg Stallings, is your name?
Greg, please.
Bear with me, buddy. I'll get you out as fast as I can. I think I wrote something down wrong. What's your full social? Perfect. Yep, hang tight for me. I'll get you out as fast as I can. Gregory, I'm still not getting that back. Are you sure that's right?
I'm pretty sure. I've been a long time since I had to look at it.
Yeah. I do. Can you run one for me? Last name Stallings, Sam, Tom, Adam, Lincoln, Ida, Nora, Sam. First name Gregory, George, Robert, Edward, George, Ocean, Robert, Young. So I like to stop people who are riding bikes.
The man claims to be Gregory Stalin, but every piece of ID he gives is false. A hidden identity is beginning to unravel.
Check.
Oh, cool.
Oops, sorry, hold on. The reason why is because I hate if you're riding your bike and someone rear ends you.
Oh, yeah.
And then they can kind of
They
point the blame
see no
because the reflector.
Yeah.
And I hate that because it's like, no, it's just...
I understand that.
Copy. Can we try a soch? And I'm also with our traffic units. I do all our accident investigations.
Okay.
So whenever bikes are involved, it almost always is way worse than...
Yes, it usually hits you from behind.
Yep.
That's very good.
I just can't let you go at this point until I verify who you are, so...
That's cool. I'll just go in the IV.
There you go. What are you going to get today?
I get some cigarettes first and
Nice.
see if I maybe pick up dog chicken.
Oh, there we go. Where do you live at?
Down in the woods, way back over that way in Des Moines.
Nice. You like your spot back there? Or?
Oh, yeah, I've been there for a bit.
Yeah. Just enough to you're secluded a little bit,
Oh, yeah.
hopefully? Yeah.
Unless they come walking up the trail or whatever.
Yeah. So, Greg, to make sure I have this spelled right, your first name is Gregory.
Okay.
Last name is what?
Stallins.
Okay. And your date of birth is? Okay. And have you ever had an Iowa driver's license before?
No, not here.
What was the driver's license you have had?
You see it.
He says he has no license, no ID, and suffered a brain injury. His story feels vague, hard to verify, but oddly specific.
Florida, maybe. I haven't had a driver's license in years. I haven't.
Copy. Can you try running him through Florida? What's your middle name?
W.
W?
W.
Middle initial
No.
W, as in William. How long have you been living up here then? You haven't tried to get an ID card or anything yet?
No.
No?
Never had.
I guess there's no reason to, yeah.
No reason. But I'm not driving or anything.
Yeah, makes sense. How was last night with the storm? Was it all right?
Oh, yeah, the storms don't bother me.
No. They don't flood your tent or anything?
No.
That's good. Copy. All right, buddy. I need some way to verify it. So what state, do you know a state that you've had a DL out of? Because it's not Florida. You've never had a driver's license ever?
I'm trying to remember that one I had. Dude, I got ran over. My brain ain't quite right.
It's okay. I need to verify before I can let you go in case.
Okay.
While police try to confirm who he is, he says he's known in the community for volunteering. A curious contradiction emerges.
I ain't never had a driver's license.
Okay.
A long time.
Try to think for me. Where was the last place you had an ID then?
I know if you're Human Services, they know me.
Human Services know you?
Right here, West Des Moines. Yeah, I volunteer out there every morning for stuff. We can go right up there and you can talk to me.
Just think of it, what state. I can get you through any state even if it's really old, so.
It's been...
I know it's been a while. Just try to think. Yeah, try to think for me.
Sorry, I can't help. Good. I'm sorry.
Where else have you lived?
I lived here a long time.
Yeah.
I lived in Florida for a bit. I've lived really a lot of different...
All right, buddy. I'm just going to take your word for it, okay?
Okay,
All right.
thank you.
Yep.
Cool.
I don't shake hands, sorry.
okay.
Yep, you're good. Drive safe. Homeless dude, I can't freaking find anything on him, and he's like lived in like 19 different states and got ran over by a car supposedly a couple years ago, so his memory's not great. He gave me his SOCH, his name and date of birth. Like, he's going to IV now, so we can find him later, but...
With no solid ID and no confirmed identity, police let him go, for now. But suspicions linger, and they'll soon be justified.
So what we're going to do for now while I keep investigating this is I'm going to take a picture of you and send it to our guy who has facial rec. So you pull your hat off and your glasses off. All right. We just have a seat on the curb for me, buddy. Do you think?
Yeah, it could be. That's why I was going to stop there on my way back.
On your way back and figure it out?
Yeah.
Okay, just have a seat for me, okay? Can you try to, I know you had that brain injury that we talked about, but can you try your best? Can you think of a soch? Yeah, that's one of the ones that you gave me earlier. Because here's the issues. I don't want to arrest you for the for stopping you without the rear reflector, because like I told you, I just stop people to let them know because I don't want it to be your fault when you get hit. But if I can't verify who you are and the info you did give me comes back to nobody, and in fact comes back to other people, that's the bigger issue. You know what I mean, buddy?
Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah.
Upon reapproaching him, officers decide to photograph the man and send the image to a facial recognition unit.
Okay, we're just gonna hang tight with this guy until we get it figured out. So if you could keep trying, that'd be great.
You used to live in Ohio?
I've been through there years and years and years ago.
Did you have an address there?
No, I was living on the street, going from one place to another.
How about Waterloo?
Waterloo, where's that at?
Iowa?
You need a water?
No, I'm good, dude.
You sure? I got plenty of extra in the car.
I'm good.
City pays for it either way, so if you'd like it, you can have it.
No, thank you. Thank you anyway.
And then I'm gonna grab my water. You don't think you got warrants or anything, do you?
Now, as far as I know, I don't.
Okay. Well, have you committed any crimes?
And it,
Well, besides...
no,
Yeah.
no. I'm not out trying to outrun the cops on my bike.
Okay.
Kind of. Go look at my computer.
Okay, thank you.
The info that's now given comes back to a deceased person, so we've got a situation here.
All right, brother. Time to be honest with me, okay? So the info you give me comes back to a dead guy. Gregory Stallings is dead. So who are you?
A shocking twist. The name Gregory Stalin belongs to someone who's been dead for years. The layers of the lie deepen.
You're Gregory, you're just not dead?
I'm not dead.
Yeah?
Dead. Could it just because I haven't been on anything for a long, long time?
They don't just declare people deceased because they haven't heard from them in a little bit.
Okay, I don't know.
It said 2000 was the year of the death. Did you go missing in that year? Did you?
Could have been missing. I've been missing for a long time.
Well, would someone report you missing and then they just declare you?
I don't talk to my people in a long, 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 long time.
Okay.
I have not talked to nobody, my family.
Further checks reveal the suspect is wanted for a 1983 kidnapping and sexual assault, a cold case from Wisconsin.
Yeah, we're good.
Like possession of a short-barreled rifle, false imprisonment, a bunch of stuff from. He's on the run since like '95. So he gave us he gave us false information, and then gave us information of a dead guy, and then which tipped us off. And then the hard part is I stopped them on a city code violation because city code says that during the day you have to have a rear reflector, but state code doesn't. So like I wanted to figure out as much as I could here, and I didn't want to hook them on a city code because that makes a lot of issues. So. But then eventually VC showed up. VC said, "Hey man, cut the shit. Tell us your real name." He just told him his real name. Said that like 6 times. Yeah, and I don't have a mustache. That's probably the issue. That's also it too.
I get it, bro. I mean, I get it. I see most of it, and I understand it. Yo, none of us are mad at you. I'm just baffled that law enforcement has let you go for 30 years and not push you.
He's lived off the grid for over 30 years, across at least 19 states, never leaving enough behind to be caught.
What's crazy is 1990, that means you've been on the run longer than 2 out of the 3 officers here on the street that have been alive.
1995, I was 1 year old.
94.
So I'd say, yeah, you were well.
Yeah.
Where have you been of all your different places, man?
All over the place.
Where's been your favorite?
Iowa.
Iowa. Why is that? Just curious.
And I can make it.
Well, not Michigan, though. You get dying. Yeah, you can, brother. Why not Michigan? You get dying for that.
It's colder as fuck up
Yeah,
Can I,
true.
hey buddy, can I get that knife out of your pocket since, and then you can do whatever you want with your, I don't want it. It'll go with your stuff, but
Yeah, I should. They're gonna take it.
we don't. Well, we don't know if Wisconsin wants it yet or not.
I need it too. Yeah. No, that's why I was gonna go get some. Can you go to the bait shop and buy me a pack for $4.52?
I am really inclined to do that because you were honest with us. So what kind do you want?
The Crown Menthol 100.
I'm not gonna remember that. Crown Menthol 100.
Yeah, just keep it. Ask me for the cheapest menthol they got.
Police finally learn his real name, George Hartle Road, and now a disturbing truth begins to surface.
Book matches. I don't even have a light. Thank you.
That's old.
I do need a cigarette.
You have a light though?
No, that's why I'm trying to give me a book of matches.
Okay. All right. Just making sure.
Matches too.
Book of matches.
He is way nicer than I am, buddy.
Well, most of the FBI guys I ever met, some of them are dicks, but some of them are cool.
Yeah.
Oh, you found the cool one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who is this other one that rolled up here?
Nice.
No, it's Grove. Maybe this is Ice.
Maybe they don't want me no more.
Well, we're still
I know.
Yeah, we're still figuring it out.
Maybe they don't want me no more.
I'm just-
I like to know the information,
Yeah.
and I wouldn't have to be doing.
George kidnapped a young woman who had escaped from a shelter, then vanished from law enforcement's radar completely.
Wisconsin wants you, buddy.
I figured that. I told you, just for leaving the state without permission.
Yeah. Well, for those charges, I'd assume, yeah.
Yeah, nothing else.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nothing else. I have not committed a crime since 1982.
You committed one today.
Well, that's well.
If I wanted to have a vendetta,
A crime.
if I wanted to have a vendetta, I could hit you for false information today. And what that'd make you do
Well,
is
I
they'd have
didn't
to bring
give
it
you
back.
nothing. I just told you that. See, there's a little gray area in the law. Yeah.
If you provide any info, even if you're not required to provide info, if you provide
Using the name of a dead man, he tried to erase his past. But one careless moment was all it took to bring it crashing down.
false info, that's a problem.
Okay. Well, what
So-
are they going to do? Give me a couple of years?
I'm not doing.
I-
That's
I-
exactly
that's what I'm
yeah.
saying. What's the worst they can
Yeah.
do me?
That's fair. You know, you're not wrong. Everything
You're
you
already in deep shit anyway.
Everything you-
about Wisconsin, they're going to take me back. They're going to
Yeah.
run me through the system. They're going to, oh, we got him again. Oh, we caught him.
You're not everything.
No, that's
everything you said today has been 100% correct. I can't be mad about any of it because you've been 100% correct. Other than the name, other than the dead guy's name.
I didn't even know the guy was dead.
Yeah, now you gotta find someone else to do both.
Yeah, he died. He died like 5 years later. He did not last very long.
He did. He did.
So you better find someone else.
Oh, that'd be easy. Don't worry.
That'd be easy. That's
I will jump again as soon as they turn me loose.
it. You know, every time.
No, guys, they've been up in my ass for
Yeah.
30, 41 years now
Yeah.
on a 9-year sentence.
He admits to forging IDs by stealing people's mail from shelters, a small loophole in the system he exploited for years.
Every time I think I kind of got an idea of what's going on, stuff like this, just like you could buy IDs at homeless shelters, and would never have thought.
Yeah, I figured you just grabbed someone's mail from the mailbox one time. and
Wow,
figured
no,
out
that's
for sure.
postal theft, dude. That's bad time. I already did my bad time. They'll be happy.
So here's what we're going to do with your bike. I don't know if Officer Freeze explained it to
Over
you.
there and let anybody take it what wants it.
It's going to go back to our PD because it is yours, and then it'll be in our property. So if you ever do happen to make it back down here,
I will be back.
yeah. So then if you ever come back with an ID and you can get it back, okay?
I'll get the
Assuming it's not like 6 years, because eventually we have to
No.
purge it.
All I had to say was crowns, and he grabbed them right away.
I
So
told you. Yeah, they're the biggest ones in town.
421. I wouldn't. I mean, normally I wouldn't condone puffing a bunch, but this is gonna be your only chance. I'd take the garbage.
He was once trusted by local youth, who now express shock and regret, never realizing they were close to a hidden monster.
I'll take.
I got a pile in there.
He said that FBI guys are usually either dicks or nice, and that you were kind of being a dick. So
I'm being a dick.
No,
You got to really rub me wrong to get me there. I've been my older
No,
years.
you're
younger
one of the
too.
better ones I run into.
I'm only part one. So.
They'll definitely war on me after that.
But like, so I mean, you'll be a county, and God knows what they'll do. I mean, might just give you time. Who knows? I mean,
They ought to just cut me loose.
with all the COVID and everything, and like the sentencing stuff's gotten easier and easier. Wisconsin wants them, so I think so. He's gotten away with it most of the time, like custody, but.
Actually, we're here.
All right, let's hear pocket.
I'm gonna double lock these so they don't tighten up on you, okay, buddy?
Yeah. Okay, you're under arrest for that one. Okay.
Man, we put a comfortable seat back there.
Not the most comfortable, but lean back for a second. I'll loosen this up. All right, VC's really worried about this bike.
George was finally arrested and booked into county jail, awaiting extradition to Wisconsin. His 30-year run ends in cuffs.